What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Strange Antiquities. In the last episode, we did a pretty good day 14. We're 2 weeks into this game, and we have to just keep going. We have only so many more things to identify. The curator learned that the Nalian Casket is a dark article, a class reserved for the most cursed and the most dangerous of objects. He locked it away deep within the museum's archives, along with such artifacts that are best kept from public eyes. Do we have a Nalian Casket, I wonder? Ooh, what is this? An axe. Okay. We had a sword last time and an axe this time. I'm under the barn where the axe meets the tree. Okay, so this is probably the overworld map. I want to check Nalian Casket first, though. We don't. Interesting. Okay. I'm under the barn where the axe meets the tree. So let's try... barn. Greywick Farm. Royston Farm. What does it say exactly? I'm under the barn where the axe meets the tree. I don't think it's here. And here would be weird. Yeah, I don't see that. Okay, so under the barn. So there's 2 farms. I'm under the barn where the axe meets the tree. Is there a tree here that has an axe symbol by any chance? Wait, street names. Woodcutter's Lane. Yep, I was gonna say, wait, hold on. I'm at the barn. I'm under the barn where the axe meets the tree. So Woodcutter's Lane. Princess Street, Woodcroft. I know it's probably up there. I just gotta check. So it's Woodcutter's Lane meets Pine Road. It meets it here. Is that the answer? Here? Yeah, okay, fair enough. It's not labeled, but to the side of the house sits a dilapidated barn. The stench of manure is overpowering. There's no sign of an owner, so I searched carefully, not sure exactly what I'm looking for. Suddenly, I spy a flash of blue. This bottle. This is it. Ooh, cool, okay. What freaky thing does this thing do? Nothing to remark. Gives off a scent like that of a brewing storm. It's cool and smooth, and it's blue-painted porcelain. Not much to use with that. Simone Green, good morning. Yes, and to you too, Jupiter. I'm getting more concerned about my mother. Hearing about that poor lady who drowned frightened me, but she'll turn up. She always does. I've had another breakthrough. This time I'm certain it's a clue that leads to another hidden part of Strange Antiquities. Okay, well, give it to me. Let's see. From the individual, a stone for dark purposes. From the celestial, a stone of the earth. From the diurnal, a stone of death. Okay. All right, we're going hunting, and we got to put them in the thing. So, a stone for dark purposes from the individual. So it's either a Mentic or a Wixic. A stone for dark purposes. Oh. Well, let's do you first. Thank you for the mether. I've seen into the yawning deep. I've seen beauty beyond the comprehending mind. The price is steep, but I pay it gladly. My shadow anchor, broken, must replace. Oh, okay, so you have another... Repeat customers, we'll take it. Shadow anchor. Oh, I was about to read that one. A shadow anchor is sometimes used in the practice of shadow casting, the art of projecting one's presence outside of the body. Without an anchor, minds have been known to become lost. Shadow anchor designs can vary greatly. Some prefer pendants, whereas others prefer to clutch a totem in their hand. Some make use of a symbology where others use gemstones. They will always produce a field from the individual branch, however. Okay, so I'm already thinking it's probably this one. And the only reason I think that is because this is the mind one, right? So that is, let's reference my little guide I've made however long ago. That's a Mentic one. That's the Mentic pattern. And the Mentic pattern is on the individual track. Those gems are the deep blue ones. An anchor between body and mind. So that helps. And then what else? Shadow anchor is sometimes used in practice of shadow casting. Without an anchor, shadow anchor designs can vary greatly. Some prefer pendants, whereas others prefer to clutch a totem in their hand. Some make use of symbology, where others use gemstones. They will always produce a field from the individual branch, however. I feel like that's as best of a guess as we're going to get. Yep. Nice. The kyanite gemstones point to the fact that this item anchors the mind. It produces a Mentic field. Okay. Now, I wonder... A stone for dark purposes. No, that's not going to be that one, unfortunately. That would have been too easy. Shit, what was that called? I just forgot. Shadow Anchor. I knew it was something with an S. Okay. Shadow Anchor. Okay. And you know what? I'm not going to be able to remember this. Never mind. I would put all the... I would do so much more labeling if I thought it was easy to remember which of those... These... each of these was. It's just, they're too similar. Okay, so we're looking for, to start, a stone that either is Mentic or Wixic. Wixic is like the wavy lines, and Mentic is that like floral four-petal flower pattern. The problem with this, though, is it also could mean I can use any single... I could use anything. I could use anything I have, whether it's been identified or not. A dark stone for dark purposes, though. A stone for dark purposes, that makes me think it's this. And that is the correct thing. So I'm going to put that here. From the celestial. So celestial means it's Selenic or Dradic. And Selenic is the... like the... oh, God. What? The helix symbol, right? And Dradic... is the 3-circle symbol. What is it looking for? A stone of the earth. Okay, so it's a green... A green stone. A stone of the earth. Green marble. No, that's not going to do it. This is definitely... Eye of Cernunnos... That could be it. Because didn't that have... Let's take a look. Eye of Cernunnos. Eyes of the Forest. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely possible. We could try it, at least. Okay, so that's... Because it is that gemstone. Oop, wrong book. Stone of Earth and Nature. And then also, we should check that it's celestial. So, it fits that, too. And then from the diurnal, a stone of death. And that's going to be the This one. The Vivianite, which I don't know if I've seen a lot. Dark blue-green. Have we seen that at all? I feel like we have, but I just don't remember where. Okay, and diurnal, it's gotta be the double circles. So, let's take a look. What do we got? Do we have that stone at all anywhere? Not that one. Small green, not blue-green. Can't forget about these guys. Look down here. How about anything here? Oh, it could be the Holgen Grim, actually. Let's see. Is it diurnal? It's not. Oh, no. Diurnal is... Oh, but the spiral does count. Because that's Noctic. And that is the right gem. I'm curious. Is this going to do it? Yes! Okay, first try. Oh ho, we have another clock puzzle. Okay, so let's put these things back. Or did it do it already? It did it already. Okay, great. Oh wait, did it get rid of it now that I put them back? I'm so stupid. Okay, let's do... Where did I just put all those things? There we go. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. We got to keep them on there. Okay, so we're looking for halftime, and let's not screw up the orientation of this. It's this. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. I wonder if it's ever going to ask us for that broken clock time. That was kind of... We jumped the gun on that one. Leave. All right. What is this? Okay, so we got a dark green gemstone, which we could check out. It vibrates with energy. Nothing to remark, though. Okay. Cernunnos can go here. And still an unidentified bloodstone. Because that still didn't really tell us what this is. But cool, great. Let us just take a look at those gems before we take another customer. The fourth eye of Stone of Sight. Okay. Got it. All right, well, next customer. Hey, it's the mailman. David Schaefer, I'm afraid this letter was sorted incorrectly and has ended up doing a round trip to Kendall and back. Better late than never. Take it to my office, please. I've spent a long time looking for an object that is believed to have been lost somewhere in the catacombs. The adventurer and thaumaturge Marwyn left a trail to her hidden stash, or so the story goes. I followed it as far as the ossuary of the damned, a chilling bone-filled alcove carved into a natural chamber in the upper levels. But it seems her markings have been worn away by time after that. I pass on this story to you in the hope that you could succeed where I have failed. Your friend, Barton. Okay. So, a bone-filled alcove carved into a natural chamber in the upper levels. I mean, it's probably this, right? It's not this. It's probably this. I'm able to follow Marwyn's trail for a while, but the carved markings are faded and worn by centuries of weathering. By the time I reach the ossuary, I can no longer make them out at all. Fortunately, I've always wanted an excuse to use a Carrick's candle. Okay, which I do not have. Identified. These items produce an invisible light that peels back the years, allowing a glimpse into the past. The effect is often murky and blurred, but it works passively on stationary objects. They are marked by a depiction of a candle on their surface. Well, haven't I? I definitely have one of those. know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put my the weights back in this shelf. Move these over. You can put those down. Move these out. Keep the resonance compass around just in case. Okay, so it has an image of a candle. Oh, it's fire and wax, of course. Is that going to be it? A depiction of a candle. Yep. The symbol for flame is rendered above the symbol for wax, a depiction of a candle. Very nice. Okay, so this is Carrick's candle. Okay. Stalagmites retreat under the light of the candle as I hold it aloft and search for the shifting rock walls for any signs of Marwyn's trail. Suddenly, I see it, an M etched into the rock, as clear as if it had been carved yesterday. I follow the trail in an excited hurry, tripping and stumbling as the candle distorts the height of the floor, until I come to its end, at a small boulder. Rolling the rock to one side, I reach behind it and reclaim Marwyn's lost treasure. Look at this little guy. Okay. Ding. Barton Potter. Well, thank you for that clue. Oh, okay, he can't speak. Affects the mouth and tongue so that speech becomes impossible. Probably this one. Tormund's paralysis. And in that case, let's see what we could do about that. Come on. Tormund's Bane. These can be rolled along the tongue to cure Tormund's paralysis, or worn about the neck to protect the curse. Like most items that ward against curses, they emit a diurnic field pattern. They can be rolled along the tongue or worn about the neck. That's the symbol for paralysis, isn't it? Yes. That's also a symbol for paralysis, but that has fire and ice involved. Rolled or worn. So it's going to be one of these. What is that symbol? This looks like it could roll. Bronze, wood. It spins. Weathered. What is that symbol, though? Oh, is it supposed to be... Hold on. Wow, I love that. So, if you look, the paralysis symbol is two... It's like if you split a circle and then split it, so that way the circle pieces come out. This is the same symbol, but with the circles coming in, which means it's the antidote, and we've had that logic before. So, and we see that this part is on like some sort of hinge that can spin. So it could be rolled along the tongue or worn about the neck to protect against the curse. And it should have a diurnic field pattern. Yep, that's it. So we're calling this what? Tormund's Bane. Yeah, yes, come on. This is an item that can be worn around the neck. It is a moving part that can roll across the tongue. It produces diurnic field. I'm surprised they didn't call out the anti-paralysis thing. Thank you. Oop. I didn't know how I managed to get down from Weatherlam. Everything went dark after reading the inscription on the tall stone, but somehow I knew if I made it to Strange Antiquities, I would be okay. Through the darkness, I received a message from the Nameless Ones. They seek an item called the Nalian Casket. If we give it to them, they promise to free those it has infected. I don't think we have a choice. At least, we can be certain of one thing. If they have the casket, they will not allow it to be opened. All they desire, all they value, is power, and opening the casket would release all of its contained power. Okay. Alright, well, we still can't identify it, or we don't have it. Or both. Oh, bro. The time has come to decide, Thaumaturge. The casket wants to be opened. The casket will be opened. Nothing can stop it now, and yet there is still a part of this mind that will not be quieted. Help me to calm this clamoring rage inside my head. This is your chance to elevate yourself above the scurrying ants that absently crawl through their meaningless lives. A Zephyrim or an abrasive nether. Okay, so what would either of those two things do? These resonant objects give off a faint odor that will be familiar to any thaumaturge. It's the scent of the storm, of ozone and power, the scent of magic. When these vapors are inhaled deeply, they can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them into a powerful maelstrom. This is the power of the west wind. Zephyrus, god of the west wind. That feels like it's probably this, isn't it? Yeah. Is there anything to back me up on that? I don't think so, other than the fact that it smells like wind. So this may very well be the Zephyrim. So then what's the other option? The abrasive nether, right? This type of nether is used to purge unwanted memories. As with any procedure that can be alter the mind, it should be used sparingly and considerately. Nethers are typically used in communal ceremonies. So, what does it actually want? Help me to calm this clamoring rage. This is your chance to elevate yourself. So it wants to calm the rage. But Zephyrim would deep wells of anger. The time has come to decide. The casket wants to be opened. The casket will be opened. Nothing can stop it now. And there is still a part of this mind that will not be quieted. Help me to calm the clamoring rage inside my head. I think we use this one. I'm able to use the resonance compass to confirm that this is a resonant object. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Closer inspection reveals the scent that I'm... Yeah, I mean, that was what did it. The gris. Ooh, okay. Well, that's definitely a Zephyrim. I think I spelled that right. Zephyrim. Yes, I did spell it right. That could go there. I don't know if I made the right choice there. Again, I'm kind of playing it just however I want to play it right now, and then we'll have to choose our right decisions later. But also, why is this here? Go over here with your actual correct. There we go. Oh, let's flip the two. All right, cool. How are we doing? I feel like we sped through that. Yeah, we did. You know what? Let's do another one. This might be a little bit of a longer episode, but that's okay. But the problem with storing powerful dark artifacts is that slowly, inevitably, this darkness seeps out. Ooh. Okay. A ball of yarn. Do we have a woolsmith? Oh. Okay, so that... I think I get what it's trying to do here. I'm looking for something that fits this shape, I think. Also, is there... No, that would be too easy. So it kind of comes in, curves, and then does a little bit of a bump. Let's check something else. No. Oh, it's gonna be... Wow, okay. Wait, is it this? I think it's this. Look. Can you see what I'm seeing? So the path goes down. So it's... I think it's this. Yes, that's so good. Inhaling deeply from the spirit vault to stave off the madness of the depths, I make my way carefully down crumbling passageways past decaying crypts. Placed carelessly on top of the tomb is a collection of clay pots. Some lie in pieces, but most are whole. At first, the collection seems unremarkable, but one in particular stands out, and I take it back up to the surface to take a closer look. Oh. Okay, it has the symbol of what? It's one of the elements, isn't it? Earth. Okay. Earth pot. I'm sure the name is not going to be far off. Let's keep going. Marion Lancaster. Someone very dear to me has fallen ill. I would like a nephroquant? Do not be concerned, dear. I've used one before and I know what I'm doing. Well, we don't have an option, so here you go. Scarring caused by Braxis. These were once worn by the necromancer of the Five Knolls, who used them in their rituals of resurrection. The power became bound to them such that even if they were to remove them, even after death, the nephroquant would crumble to dust. Today, their power is much diminished, but they can be used to draw out infections. However, they will cause Braxis if held against bare skin for long periods. Okay, so what do we got? They could be worn. They're used in rituals of resurrection. So that could be interesting. Because that's rebirth. And Braxis is what? Characterized by necrosis of the flesh. The affected will feel no pain, but the scarring has no cure. Interesting. Let's see. Once worn by the necromancer of the Five Knolls who used them in the rituals, the power became bound to them such that if they were to remove them, even after death, the nephroquant would crumble to dust. They were worn. Today, their power is much diminished, but they can be used to draw out infections. Necromancers of the Five Knolls. I don't think I have anything about Five Knolls. Otherwise, it would say it, wouldn't it? Yeah. I'm starting to think it is this. I know I've said this for multiple times throughout this playthrough that I think this is what I'm looking for, but there's only so many things left. I will say... That's paralysis. A lot of green gemstones. Hold on. Let's just make sure... No. It's not going to be any of those. We think we've identified... That's the elements. That one's the weather. The striated black is night and darkness. This one, I didn't investigate this one. Gives me goosebumps. Oh, interesting. They were worn. How would you wear this? If this is correct, how would you wear this? Oh, wait. I think I might understand. Aha, I get it. It is that, but it's not exactly it. The worn is technically a weird red herring. I think... So it says the power became bound to them such that if they were to remove them, even after death, the Nephroquant would crumble to dust. The whole thing isn't the Nephroquant. This is the Nephroquant. The hand is the whole thing affected by Braxis. Someone cut off their hand so that way this could crumble to dust. That is what's going on here. Nephroquant. Hit it. Yep. The item here is the ring, a wearable item. It's attached to a hand scarred by Braxis. The spiral design of the item is a representation of the symbol for rebirth or resurrection. Great. A Dread Vivint. Good one. That one was really good. Again, helped by the fact that we've been doing our research. Franklin Underhill. Please do pay us a visit. We have some items that we're confident will be of some interest to you. Okay. The Twinnings, artisans of wood, iron, and clay, 2 Market Avenue, Undermere. Alright, well. I know I've seen that. The Twinnings, 15. Here it comes. The man who dropped off his card introduces himself as the owner of the Twinnings, an unusual, sprawling series of grotto-like rooms, filled with handcrafted carpentry, ironmongery, and pottery. He leads me past wooden chairs and strange iron contraptions to a room unlike the others. This one is filled with small trinkets, ornaments, and jars of various sizes, containing ominous-looking liquids and inorganic materials. I know it might not look like much, but there are some items of value among the junk here, says the man. Take your time and let me know if you find anything interesting. 2 hours later, I have indeed unearthed something very interesting that I'm keen to take back to the shop for further investigation. Ooh, look at those double death stones. Ooh, okay, hold on, there's more. Just checking in. Okay. I'm leaving the Twinnings with my haul when a man shouts at me from across the street. As I look around, annoyed, I notice to my horror that the man's eyes are as black as coal. He rushes towards me, and I stumble backwards, fumbling with the strap of my satchel as I try to grab an item to stop him. Ooh, Wixic cord. Here we go. Let's see. What do we got? And ideally, we look fast. Despite the name, these simple-looking items do not produce a Wixic field. They belong to the diurnal branch. They cause a freezing effect in the body, earning them the nickname Medusa Stones. Fortunately, this effect is not permanent. Good thought if I can figure out which one it is. This one's of water. These simple-looking items do not produce a Wixic field. They cause a freezing effect in the body, earning the nickname Medusa Stones. And Wixic is the double lines, so it shouldn't have that. So this is diurnal. So that's an answer. Maybe. Wixic cord. And again, I'm saying this one because it has the gemstone that relates to water, which I think is a fair assessment. Stone of water. That's pretty strong already. This is cold. Okay. It's stone and it's cold. They cause a freezing effect in the body. Let's see. Does this have a... Yeah, see, now that's a Wixic thing. So that is not it. That's a good clarification. Anything else? Let's just check this. Why not? Oh, that's Wixic too. Wow, that's wild. Okay. So a lot of all the ones that you think would maybe do it Or Wixic. Let's try it. Ooh, it's not that one. Okay. Oh, I felt really good about that too. Okay, if it's not that, then it's gonna be one of the ones with the fire, ice, paralysis, possibly. Oh, they belong to the diurnal branch, but that one was diurnal. I feel pretty good about that guess, though. I don't think that was a crazy guess. This, though, feels like this could definitely do it. Although this is ash on the bottom of it. Maybe that's not right. Do the eyes have a symbol too? Does that relate to something? No. And it's not Wixic. It's not producing a Wixic field. So that's out. How about this one? That's also a Wixic field, so that's out. Oh, we don't know what the hell that is. Okay. This is all the weather. A feeling of disquiet lances through my body. It is a stone. It has all of the elements. That is not diurnal, though. That is selenic. So that's not going to be it either. It is diurnic. So, I mean, there's only so many it could be. That is straight up diurnic. I don't really understand why that one's not it, to be honest. But let's keep trying. We tried this one. Yep. It feels unusual. I can't tell if that low hum is coming from the item or my own imagination. I feel like Medusa Stone would also... Maybe... Does it relate to it being a snake? Small green gemstones. We have a lot of green gemstones now. Like a lot of them. But it doesn't feel like that's it. Mostly because it's not diurnal. What the heck? This is definitely not it. Hard and cool. I'm just so weirded out that felt so correct. And everything here otherwise is identified. Oh, that's gonna just squish everything. They belong to the diurnal branch. They cause a freezing effect in the body. Oh, maybe it's this one, the paralysis. No, that's Noctic. Oh, but wait, hold on. Oh, I forgot. What, diurnal? This is annoying. I wish they would change this, because it's diurnal, but also diurnic. It's saying it is diurnal. Yep. Okay, so it's probably this one. Because it's Noctic, or because it's that branch, right? Paralysis, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. I misread that. To my relief, the man goes rigid. Let's do this really quick. Wixic cord. Next to the one it should be, with the water. Still don't know what this one is. I've had this forever. To my relief, the man goes rigid almost immediately and topples forward onto the cobblestones. I turn and run, wanting to put as much distance as possible between myself and that creature. When I finally come to my senses, I realize I should alert Dr. Robertson, but by the time I return to the Twinnings, the man is nowhere to be seen. Not good. We keep going. Edmund Bishop. Something bad is about to happen. The ravens know it. My grandfather once taught me how to use a Cassander to see the paths ahead, but I saw what it did to him and vowed to never touch one again after he died. But the gnawing worry of what is coming has become too much for me. So a Cassander? We were saying that in the last one. The eyes of a Cassander focus the power of the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path or paths ahead. These items do not produce a Mentic field as one might expect, but rather the more mysterious Selenic. Care should always be taken with any object of prophecy, and these are no different. Many have been seduced or driven mad by the paths shown to them and have been led to ruin. Okay, so it's a Selenic. So it's that the DNA symbol. So we're talking about something Mentic. Or not Mentic, I'm sorry, Selenic. And then gemstones wise, it theoretically should be blue, but that's Wixic. I mean, there's only so many things left. Okay, that's an option. That's an option. That's an option. How about... Okay, of the ones I have remaining, it's these three. So how do I make a distinction? The eyes of a Cassander focus the power of the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path or paths ahead. So it has to have eyes. I have a strong sense of being watched. That literally has eyes. It's a green gemstone. Two of these have a green type gemstone. This one's... Oh, fourth eye, stone of sight. It's probably this one then. It vibrates with energy. Yeah, it's probably having to do with this fourth eye, stone of sight, right? And this one was the one that was hidden away a little bit in our thing. That's feeling correct. Let's try that. Yep. Yep, stones of sight. It produces a selenic field. Okay, great. Let's put that one in. Cassander. More identified than not. Here it comes. Gilbert Ames. There always seems to be something going on in Undermere. The sooner I can get this sorted and being on my way, the better. My uncle gave me a ring, and I have nothing but bad fortune ever since. I'm starting to think it might be cursed. Is there any way to uncurse it? I'm sure there is. All those affected be blah, blah, blah. Bad luck. Is there something about luck here? Or fortune? Nope. Cusick purifier. Okay, it could be the Cusick purifier. Curse from the body, that's not it. Oh. And then, how about... Oh, and this one's the one we just did. So it's got to be the Cusick purifier, which is the bottle, isn't it? Yeah. That should be it. Yeah, okay, great. That was an easy one. Get out of my face. This level bears a symbol for vinegar, yada, yada, yada. We've identified it already. Not a problem. Keep going. Lavinia Hawthorne. I've been researching ancient customs, particularly those relating to thaumaturgy, and I'm fascinated by the use of objects in ritual ceremonies. If you're able to get your hands on a gris, I would be very interested in studying it further. Okay. So it's a gris. This may be the last one. Whether it's the end of the day or not, I think this is the end of the episode for us. For the ritual of the broken path, a gris is heated slowly over flame. To have full effect, it must be held in an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete, no matter how hot it gets. The ritual should not be performed by those who have not studied the Wixic art. It is common to suffer burns, but when done correctly, it should not be painful. Interesting. For the ritual of the broken path, a gris is heated slowly over flame. To have full effect, it must be held in an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete. Ungloved. Oh, it's another snake one. I wonder if it's the So it's got to be Wixic in nature. This is Dradic. Are there any other snake types? Oh, this one. What does this do for me if I... Knighted of Darkness. This is... Wixic? No, that's Noctic. Okay, so maybe the snake thing is not the right way to call this out. Although honestly, that's not... that hasn't steered me wrong completely. To have full effect, it must be held in an ungloved hand, no matter how hot it gets. The ritual should not be performed by those who have not studied the Wixic art. What is it? It's gotta be... Oh, maybe it's this one, because there's the ash on the bottom. Hold on. The ritual should not be performed with those who not study the Wixic art. So it's got to be Wixic. That is Wixic. That's correct. It will have been heated over flame. I wonder, can I do something about this? Let's try this, because I feel like this is a pretty strong answer. If it's not this, we'll call it. Haha, great. The item has soot on its lower half, which suggests it's been held over a flame. It produces a Wixic field. Nice. All right. That's a gris. I know we're cutting it early, but we did do 2 days today, or most of the day of 2 days today. Probably have one more customer, but I want to keep it tight and short. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see future episodes. We're barreling to the end of this game, so I'm very excited to see what happens when we do so. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.